Well, good afternoon. We're talking to Ros Loxton. Good afternoon, Ros.
Good afternoon, Paul. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks.
Fantastic.
Ros, what is the name of your business?
The name of my business is Great Thinking. The name of my business is actually about creating great thinking for people, unleashing what is less effective thinking. We are what we think, so it's pretty important to get our thinking right.
Okay, how do you help people, Ros?
By creating in a space and an environment where we can get some distance from the way we think, we can then get some clarity, some awareness. You become aware of how you think and how possibly your thinking can hold you back from actually achieving things.
And what does hold people back?
What holds people back in a very lot of cases is the fact that we can have low self-esteem and not be quite aware of it. We don't realise quite how capable we are, and our slack thinking can keep us in a bit of a holding pattern. So you can be liberated from what holds you back, and it is slack thinking, really.
Okay. What is your passion for doing this type of work?
Essentially, my personality profile is that I'm an amiable relator, which means it is where I resonate, working closely with people, and I do really love to see people empowered in their own mind and realise their own capacity, and then go full steam ahead with their newfound thinking. It's a beautiful thing.
You sound very genuine about it.
Yeah, I am. It's an awesome contribution to life.
Okay, can you give me an instance of someone who helped in your coaching role?
I like to think everybody that's had even one session where they have got that little bit of distance and developed some clarity for that. Oh, shivers, the way I think does create what I have in my life. I've had people that have doubled their income, started new businesses, launched their books, held the space of, I am an artist now, I don't have to think that, I don't deserve it. And in every case, it's a monumental achievement for every person.
That's terrific.
Pretty great work.
What do you reckon success is?
I believe success is self-mastery. It's really knowing who you are, what makes you tick, and getting the most out of your own personality profile. Yeah.
Do you believe in goal setting?
Goal setting is fairly paramount to that success. Essentially, we're creatures of habit. We can be lazy and not really quite realise it.
So why is goal setting so important?
It keeps us focused. It makes us realise what it is that we're working for, and it can keep our time management focused on the right things so that we don't waste time, because life's not that long.
It isn't that long.
No.
Speaking of life, what are some of your current goals?
Well, I've got quite a few actually this year. I do want to learn a new language. I think Spanish. I would like to upgrade my accreditations in my coaching, get some more corporate coaching clients under my belt, overseas trip, learn piano, get some more products under my belt in my Great Thinking range and some more programs. So a lot of expanding this year.
Sounds like a busy year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
How do you think the average person should go about achieving success?
I think I answered that a little early before. I'm going to use the same answer. It's getting some self-mastery, getting to learn how they tick, how do I think, and then getting some focus and some goals, and stop wasting time, sink your teeth into some specific areas in your life. Yeah.
And how have you personally achieved success?
With a very strong focus and intention on self-improvement and self-growth. And then applying those techniques to myself, and to teach is to learn. So coaching people through this process, it re-instills and re-grounds my initial learning. So it's all very self-perpetuating process.
I understand. What are some of the most terrific things you've got out of coaching people?
Watching them become liberated from what held them back, watching them have their insight and realizations into, I didn't realize that's how I was thinking, and that I can think a different way and get different things. And it's just so wonderful to see people become empowered, and it's a happy place.
And what has that meant to them in their lives?
It means that they can achieve more freedom. There's so much more scope open to people. They don't have to conform to life systems, that they can write their own agenda, find their own stage, write their own script, and live more of a life where they resonate, where they want to be.
Okay, so what would be some of the things that your clients would gain from doing a session or two with you?
Well, I think first and foremost is the clarity. The clarity of how they're thinking, and some focus and some skills around setting goals, and setting some focuses so you become less plodding and wafty and a lot more specific and focused. It's what you need to do in order to be successful.
Okay. I know you work with clients over a medium term or sometimes even long terms, but I also believe that you've got a standalone session called Clarity and Focus. Can you please tell me about that?
Yeah. Well, with coaching, I do tend to have a few different series where there's more than one session, but I do have a service where you can just come and have one session, and it is specifically around creating clarity in your thinking and getting some focus and some specific goals so that you can move forward with a better understanding about what you really want to be doing and how do you do that. Beyond that, you can decide whether you want me to help you through that process to get to those goals, or if you're happy to launch off and go and do it on your own steam.
Well, that sounds like it's worthwhile doing.
It's 100% worthwhile doing. The best time and money you could ever spend is on your own self-improvement.
Agreed. Finally, Ros, if someone was watching your video clip right now, what would you like to say to them?
Just that. The best time and the best money you can ever spend is on self-improvement. So, step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Try one session, because the return on investment will far outweigh what you could ever imagine. So a little bit of clarity, a little bit of focus, one session, set you up.
Ros, it's been great talking to you this afternoon. Thanks very much.
My pleasure. Have a great day.